Yeah, so first of all, happy Thanksgiving to everyone, and hope you enjoy your families, and obviously to be thankful and grateful for. But a good team win for us Saturday, a good program win. Never been part of anything like that, of what we experienced in that quarter and a half of football. And what I mean by that is, as y'all probably know, 17 minutes went off the game clock, and we didn't take one snap of offensive football. And I thought we played complementary football. A football game comes down to 3 to 4 plays. I thought, they came out and did a good job. They scored on 3 of the first 4 possessions, but we were able to match possessions. And I thought really the first score on 4th and 1 was a key play. And then obviously generating a turnover in our own end of the field and being able to capitalize on 7 points. But, really proud of the way the players competed. I think, again, complementary football. We won the double positive in terms of turnovers and then explosive plays. So good and moving forward. Another great challenge going on the road, playing a Marshall team that's as talented as anyone we have in our league. If you look at their defense, extremely disruptive. They have all conference football players at all levels of their defense. Offensively, running backs as good of a running back as we've seen all year long. Big imposing offensive line, good skills, and very, very good on special teams. So again, it's a great challenge, great place to play, great venue, very prideful program. And so, we have to move forward, and it's going to be a great challenge on Saturday.
All right, thank you, Coach. We'll start off with Luke Matheson. Luke.
Hey, Coach, you and I had a conversation last year about your first 2 recruiting classes and how you had the top classes in the conference while fielding those losing seasons, and how it could possibly look once things started getting on a roll for you. This year, you played 61 players who were in their first 2 years. 21 of those are true freshmen, and now you're bowl eligible with a chance to finish the regular season with a winning record. How much does this help you with recruiting moving forward, and how much could a win this week help with interest from bowl representatives?
Well, again, you play the game to win, and obviously it's going to be a great challenge, but, excited to go there and compete. We made a commitment when we came here that we were going to build it through the high school ranks and supplement it through the transfer portal. There's only 8 players that are even on our roster from when we came here. So again, I looked out there at the end of the game, and on defense, we had 8 true freshmen that were playing for us, and we made that decision, and we're still going through the learning process of what quality football looks like, how you prepare every single week, the connection that's important, the focus, the details. But I can't say enough about our players. We only had 11 seniors, and those 11 seniors have brought so much to our program, from being players that the younger players want to emulate on a daily basis. So, we've come a long way, but still a long ways to go, but was excited for them, their families, and really for our entire community. But now it's what you do with it, and it's time to move forward.
All right, we'll go over to Joseph. Joseph.
Hey, Coach. Just with the bowl eligibility you guys reached this year, what do you think has been the biggest shift in your team's, mentality, mindset in terms of this year versus the other years that you've been with the Wolves?
Well, I think we're a completely different football team. Luke just said it. When you look at it, most of our roster is comprised of first and second year players, and then some older players that have really, really helped. But I think it's a mindset, it's a culture. And I knew, the thing when I knew we were going to be okay is after the Oklahoma game, after the first game of the year, and obviously we didn't play up to our expectations, and everyone was extremely disappointed. But when we got back to Jonesboro, the leaders of our team called a team lift, and there was no coaches there, and they got off the buses from the airport, and they went down and they changed, and they worked out as a football team. And right there, I knew our culture had kicked in, and it was working. So we had to stay the course. And when you're as young as we are, every day, every game is a learning stage. There's a growth opportunity, good, bad, and indifferent. We just, continue to stay the course. and obviously now another great challenge of going on the road this Saturday.
All right, we'll go over to Jeremy. Jeremy.
Hey, Coach. It seemed like the defense played lights out against Texas State, but 3 targeting calls, 3 ejections. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, again, I know that that's a point of emphasis, and everything is about player safety. I can assure you that they weren't trying to do that. One I thought was extremely questionable, and I don't know quite how to coach it any other better way. He was in a football position. So again, we've turned it in and we'll wait a word, but I do understand that, it's pivotal player safety. And so again, we have to understand, how to tackle all those certain things. One was a true freshman, as we know, Jordan Sample, who was really playing for the first time. So that's a great learning point and teach point as we continue to go. And again, I support them. But there was one that I thought, as a coach, I think it'll be on a teach tape as we continue to improve our game and improve the fundamentals and details across the board. How do you learn from it? How do you teach from it? How do you move forward? But again, I can assure you that, nothing happened by they were trying to intentionally do that. It's just one of those things, football's still a contact sport and it's all about split decision making. But again, I also understand the relevance of the rule.
All right, we'll go over to Logan. Logan.
Coach, happy Thanksgiving to you. Wanted to ask about Zach Wallace and his status for Saturday's game, and then 2, just seeing Mike Sharp and Cedric Hawkins come in and make the impact that they did on Saturday.
Yeah, I tell you, I've been really, really encouraged with our entire running back room. And again, very youthful, but, very, very unselfish. They support each other. They're each other's biggest fans. They coach each other up on every single play. And as we know, that's a room that sometimes can challenge you with a lot of things, and they don't. Again, they just are really, really unselfish. In terms of Zach Wallace's status, we expect him to play. So it's just a bruise. So we expect him to be available. And, we've developed some depth there, which is great to see him moving forward.
Thank you. And thank you, Coach. Appreciate your time.
Okay.